Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Christina. Yes, it's been a while since I've last uploaded a video. I think it's been like 3 months. I apologize. I wasn't expecting to disappear for 3 months, but it is what it is. To be honest, the reason why I left was because, or I didn't leave, but the reason why I haven't posted anything is because I started working back in February, and I started working at a school. So if you don't know, if this is your first video seeing from me and you've noticed that I hadn't uploaded in 3 months, that's the reason. I started a job at a school, at an elementary school, and it took up so much of my time from work, and then also my kids were in sports, so it was very busy for me. I barely got to do anything, read anything. I got like nothing I could do for myself. So now that school is out for the summer, that means I'm out for the summer, so I'm officially on vacation, and I am so excited because I have been able to pick up reading again, and I've also been able to finally go out and pick up some books as well. So the books I'm going to be sharing with you guys are kind of like books that I've picked up throughout the past couple months, and then some are like recent pickups. But yeah, I am so excited to film, and hopefully you guys are ready to see the book haul that I have for you, because I'm excited to show them. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into it, starting off with the books that I picked, starting off with the books that I've gotten from friends and family. Okay, also I'm gonna go off and apologize for the background. Usually I sit at my desk and you normally can see like my bookshelves in the background, or like off to the side. Right now I'm currently in my room and it's a mess because the living room is occupied with my kids. They're watching movies and I didn't want them to have to get up just so that way I can sit down and film, so I'm in my room. But ignore the background. We're just here to talk about the books that I've recently accumulated. So starting off with Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. I don't know, but this is what it looks like. I believe this is like a mystery thriller, if I'm not mistaken, or a thriller in general. I'm not too sure. I do know that I wanted to pick this up. I forgot who made me want to pick this up. I think this was on my Goodreads to, or like want to read. But anyways, Jazz actually sent this to me for my birthday, and I'm super excited to jump into it. I can't remember exactly what it's about, but I know I put this on like want to read on my Goodreads because somebody read it and said they absolutely loved it, and it sounded like something that I could love or enjoy, but I just don't remember what it was about. But nonetheless, thank you, Jazz, for sending this over. I can't wait to read it and see what it's all about. But yes, this is the first book that got sent to me from Jazz, so thank you so much. The other book she sent me was The Love of My Next Life by Britt Benson. This is what she looks like right here. Very pretty. I love the flowers on the cover. It's a very, very gorgeous. And then also this was actually on like recommended books whenever I finished If He Had Been With Me. I don't remember the author to that one, but I read it, and then when I finished it, this popped up as like books that I could potentially like after reading that one. So I put this on my to be read, and I feel like it's somewhere along the lines of the same thing from that book, with like tragic love story type of situation. So yeah, I put it on my Goodreads want to read, and Jazz seen that I did, and she picked it up and sent it to me. So again, thank you so much, Jazz. You are the best. The last book she sent me, Jazz is so freaking awesome. She's always sending me stuff. I freaking adore her. But this is The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. I believe Olivia Reads a Latte mentioned this, said that it was really good. So that's why I put it on my Goodreads to be read shelf, whatever. And Jazz yet again saw that I wanted to read it and picked it up for me and sent it over for my birthday. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've been so into like mystery thrillers, psychological thrillers. I am all here for it, so I'm not mad. I'm actually super, super excited. And so these are the 3 books that she sent for my birthday. Again, Jazz, thank you so much. You are extremely awesome. The next book that I'm gonna should be sharing with you guys was actually gifted to me or given to me by my brother. This is Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. This is what it looks like. So I've actually wanted to pick this one up for quite some time now, because I'm actually very interested and intrigued by Norse mythology. I know nothing other than like Loki and Thor and of that realm. So yeah, I'm excited to jump into this when I do. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be. I actually recommended this to him because he was looking for something along the lines. He's listening to the audio and he was like, I don't need the book if I have the audio. So he gave me the book, and I appreciate that because now I don't have to go pick it up for myself. I can, you know, read it someday soon. Jumping into the next book, I picked up Forget Me Not by Alison Derrick. This is what it looks like. Honestly, I didn't even notice that there was a face on the cover. I thought it was just like these were like some form of, her hair was like some form of like, what is it, tree leaves, you know, like the long trees that have, I don't know. I didn't realize it was a face on there with flowers. But I think this is like another tragic love story from what I remember. I actually got this book because ooh, what is her name? I can't think. She's a booktuber. Haley from Haley and Bookland mentioned this, and how she described it was something that I definitely would enjoy. So that's why I picked it up. I believe it's another like tragic romance, tragic love story. So y'all already know I love to get torn up by books. I like for them to rip me in pieces. So that's what I'm hoping I would get out of this one, and you're gonna have to find out in the future if that's the case. The next book I picked up was A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon by Sarah Hockley, and this is what she looks like. I picked this up from Target. I saw the cover and I'm like, you know what, yes, I need that. And although I probably could save this for like the fall time, I might pick it up sometime this summer, who knows. But I had to pick it up because it sounds super interesting, especially with fake dating and we have to deal with witches and demons. Like, yes please. So I'm a huge fan of fake dating tropes. As long as it's done correctly and done beautifully, like I will eat that shit up. So I'm excited to jump into this one as well. That's literally all y'all are gonna be hearing me saying. I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. But I really am. I'm so excited to jump into each book that I'm showing you guys. Next book I picked up was Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. Fortune, I don't know. But this is the second book. I don't know if they're like companion or they talk about like the same characters, but the other book that I read by this author I loved so much, and it was Every Summer After. Yeah. I figured why not try their new book, see if it's something that I would equally enjoy as much as I did the first one, the other book that they wrote. So yeah, I'm excited to jump into it and see what this one is all about. Next two books are by the same author. So we have Emily Henry, Happy Place, and Beach Read, which I obviously will be reading over the summer. These two books will be read over the summer. I have realized that I actually really enjoy Emily Henry's books. The other two that I read, which was People We Meet on Vacation and Book Love or Book Lover, I'm not too sure, I don't remember what the title was for that one. Nonetheless, I enjoyed both of them, so I decided to pick up her other two copies that I didn't have, or her other two books that I didn't have, which was Beach Read and Happy Place just came out, so I knew I had to get it regardless because it's written by Emily Henry. Her writing is really nice. I feel it's very easy to read and get into the book, and it's just I feel like they're super fast paced and super enjoyable, so I can't wait to jump into these ones and see what they're all about, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy them just as much as I enjoyed the other two. The next book I picked up was The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Roshni Chokshi. I can never say her last name correctly, but this is the first book that I've actually read by this author. I do have another book by this author, but I picked this one up. I already read it and I enjoyed it. Was a little bit confused by the storyline. I definitely feel like I need to like reread it again sometime in the future, but from what I remember of it, I still had a really good time. reading it. I just feel like I feel like there needs to be like a part 2 of this book to kind of get like the whole, I don't know, it just feels like it's unfinished. So maybe it is, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it to see if there's like if it's supposed to be like a duology or trilogy, I don't know. But nonetheless, like I picked this up and I thought it was okay, or I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. And I hope to read more by this author. The next book I picked up was out of pure like hype, and that is Legends in Latte by Travis Baldree. And it's this one right here. I'm pretty sure you've seen this circling everywhere. It's on Instagram, TikTok, it's everywhere. So I decided to pick it up. It says to be like a cozy fantasy, which I'm not sure if I've ever read cozy fantasy. I stick to cozy mysteries, so I'm very interested to see what cozy fantasy is. Maybe I have read cozy fantasy, I just never realized it was cozy fantasy. Like I said, I didn't even know that was a thing. And I believe this might be like sapphic, if I'm not mistaken. I think I read that somewhere, but either way, I'm excited for this one, and I think I might pick this up for the summertime, or I might just save it for fall time. I don't know, we'll see. The next book I picked up is The Bone Marrow Thieves by Sherry Demeline. So this is the first book. I actually picked up the second book a while back, which was I don't remember what the title to the other one is, but nonetheless I started reading it, and my good old friend Jazz, I was telling her how interesting it was. She looked it up herself and was like, I think that's the second book. And I was like, no, that can't be. It's not reading like a second book. But when I looked it up and saw for myself, it definitely was a second book. So I stopped reading that one and picked up book 1, so that way I can get like the full like story on what this book is really about. So it's definitely dystopian, but it was already interesting enough when I was reading the second book, so I can't wait to see exactly like where it all started and how it got to where it's at from the second book. So the next book I picked up is In My Dream I'm Holding a Knife by Ashley Winstead. This is what she looks like. I think Mel over on Mel Reads read this one, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, I get book recommendations from all my favorite booktubers and people that I just see on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. But yeah, somebody read this. I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was Mel over on Mel Reads. But it sounded interesting. It's another psychological thriller, so I'm here for it. Really don't know, I don't remember much about it, but I know that it did sound very interesting when they talked about it, whoever talked about it. The next book I picked up was kind of like I guess because so many people talk about it, and that is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. This is what it looks like. You guys should know what this book looks like. Actually, this has been raved about, talked about. So many people have read it, so many people have loved it. I don't think I've heard anything negative about this book other than like it'll make you emotional, it'll make you cry. So I decided to pick it up. Actually, my husband picked this up for me. He was out at Barnes and Nobles while I was at work one day, and he was like, what is a book that you want me to pick up from Barnes and Nobles? And I gave him one recommendation, but the recommendation that I gave him, it's not available until September. And I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot. I'm sorry for making you look so dumb. And then I'm like, you know what, pick this one up because I know it's an easy find and we can read it together. So we're supposed to read this together. I'm not too sure if he'll like it because I think this is like a romance, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. And he's not really all for the romancy type of reads. He wants action, blood and guts, and just war. But we'll see whenever I do pick this one up, and hopefully I'll enjoy it as much as everybody else has. Moving on to the next book, I actually picked this one up because of Mel Reads, Mel over on Mel Reads, and that is Lovely War by Julie Berry. This is what she looks like. I've actually already read this one. So this is a Persephone and Hephaestus story. I maybe retelling, I don't know, I don't think it's necessarily a retelling, but it's about Persephone, the goddess of love, and her husband Hephaestus. I don't remember how to say his name, but yeah, he kind of catches her in the act of cheating on him, so he puts her on trial and is trying to get her to confess the infidelity, and she decides to tell him like, no, let me tell you a love story, and she talks about 2 love stories to kind of get him to understand her and why she did the things she did. So it was really good, actually. I really enjoyed it. It was very long, kind of long than what it should have been, but nonetheless, like, I still enjoyed it, and I definitely can see myself rereading this one in the future because I actually love mythology and anything that's like mythology retellings or has storyline about like mythological gods and goddesses. Like, I'm all for it. Or even like creatures, I'm all for it. I love it. Okay, the other 3 books that I'm about to show you are books that I never got to share with you guys that I got from Fairy Loot, and that's these 3 right here. So I got Spice Road by Maya Ibrahim. I'm not too sure how to say that. But this is what it looks like. It has stenciled edges, and I'm pretty sure it has artwork under the dust jacket. It has artwork inside. Yeah. I'm not too sure what this book is about, actually. But hopefully I'll get to it soon. I'm trying to get through all like my Fairy Loot edition books so that way I can get rid of the ones that I don't like. I'm currently not subscribed to Fairy Loot anymore. I felt like I was super overwhelmed with the books because I wasn't getting to them quick enough. So I put that on hold for the moment. I don't know, maybe one day once I finally get all the Fairy Loot edition books out the way and read, I'll resubscribe if I'm able to. But for right now, yeah, I'm not subscribed to them anymore. The next one is The Ones We Burn by Rebecca Mix. I don't know anything about this, but I do love the artwork underneath the dust jacket. This is super pretty. It's giving me very like witchy vibes, and I'm here for it. And then here's like the cover, which is this black and orange. I don't know if you can see it, the lights are blowing it out. It's super gorge. I love it. The art, at least. Again, I don't know anything about this, so I can't wait to jump into it. Maybe I'll read this around the fall time though. I feel like this is like a fall read. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll put like all the Fairy Loot books that I have that I haven't read in like a jar and like shake it up and at least pick one each month until I finish them all. It's not a lot, at least I don't think it is, but they're all pretty thick. And the last one I got was Cruel Illusions by Margie Fuston, and this got gorgeous sprayed rose edges. Look at how gorgeous that is. I think I shared this in a vlog once, I'm not too sure. And then it has like artwork on the hardcover, and then it also has like art on the end pages. So yeah, again, I don't know anything about these books, but hopefully soon I can get to them and read them. I only have 2 more books left to share with you guys. So the first one, or the other one that I picked up was The 10,000 Doors of January by Alix E. Haro. I don't know. But this is what she looks like. I got this from Barnes & Nobles. It's the buy one get one half off sale, but dumb me, I didn't get anything that was going to be half off because I don't know, there wasn't anything like jumping out at me today, but this one did. The cover did. I don't know, I think this is like a lady that finds the secret doorway that leads into other worlds or something like that. So it sounded really interesting. The cover is super gorgeous. I hope I'll like it, but I picked it up nonetheless. And the last book I picked up was Little Deadly Secrets by Pamela Corraine. This is a mystery thriller. So what really got me to pick this up, because I've never read anything by this author, was the top blurb. It says 3 best friends, 2 unforgivable sins, 1 dead body. So I don't know why this gave me like Pretty Little Liar vibes, even though I've never seen that show ever, but I've heard enough to know it follows something like that. So I don't know, we'll see if this is as interesting as it seems like it's going to be. I might pick this up sometime for the summertime. We'll see. It's very summery, like the cover is very summery, so I'm excited. We'll see though. But yeah, that is it for today's book haul. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching if you did watch to the very end. If you did watch to the very end, leave a pink heart to let me know that you did watch it all the way to the very end. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you're not yet, if you want to see more of me and my content. But other than that, thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.